And
Hello.
here. Cool.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so
Yeah, you can start.
My pleasure to be invited with our amazing host, Web Matrix ID, and our community and our friends from Japan and all the other China and all the other Asian countries. So I would like to share my story, how I get involved in the crypto community, how I found the mass network, and how we return back to the community by initiating the Eth Shanghai. And this is the Eth Shanghai 2023 deck, but also including something from last year. Okay, let's go to the next page. Yeah, next page. So Eth Shanghai this year will be June 25 to 30, and this is going to be the first offline plus online event. As we all know, last year Shanghai was during the lockdown, so unfortunately last year we cannot do offline event, but we still managed to create everything in the metaverse, in the decentralized world. Everyone was in their own home, but we managed to connect together and host an amazing event. And that's the power of the decentralization of the community. That's also the reason I built mass network. Let's go to the next page. Yeah. So a little bit info about ourselves, about my style, my project, mass network. So I believe that decentralization should not only stop for financial applications, should not only stop for public chain, layer 2, these kind of applications. I think eventually every one of us is gonna need to have some decentralized applications we use every day. A social network, that is our decentralized application we use every day, right? It's just not centralized, it's just not decentralized enough. So I found mass network in late 2017. And that's also the time I get involved with the CM community and went to several DevCon and was very lucky to know many creators, many builders like Vitalik and many other OG of the CM Foundation. Later on, we involved and able to help the Bitcoin for their public good fund. So Mask was one of the largest donation receiver from Bitcoin back in the year. And later on, we become the largest donor of the public good fundings, not only Bitcoin, but all the other public good fundings. Please go to the next page. Yeah. So some of our partners 2022, and here definitely including the Charity, which is in the middle, right? A great friend, Michelle. But there's also many global partners. Again, please remember, last year we were all kind of locked down in our home, only have limited access, and we still managed to, with the help of the global community, we still help to deliver amazing online conference. And we're able to invite people like Vitalik, and we're able to invite politicians and government regulators who are friendly to the crypto regulations, such as the previous governor Terry Brester and the Singapore party member Pei. There's many amazing moments from last year. We learned that if we put all this effort together, no matter where we are, we're able to do it together. This year, we all know the market is getting a little better. So we decided to return more back to the community. Please go to the next page. Yeah. So some of the story of our last year speaker and judge. So we always believe that in order to create a true, true decentralized, true global community, we need to be diverse, right? So we got a judge from India, Sandeep. We got the team message. We got myself, we got many other great projects, and there's even like anonymous judge from the several other like DAO. They say, hey, we represent the DAO, we will give you the judge, and 99% of the projects they come to last year hackathon. Unfortunately, due to lockdown, it's an online hackathon. 99% of the project they decide to go open source. And that's a really amazing number, right? And some of them even become commercial projects. They're able to raise money from DAO, VC, Bitcoin, public good. They still commit to the idea of open web, right? So 900 attendance, 900 plus attendance all over the world, from Africa, Europe, Asian countries to America. That's amazing. And 300 plus projects submitted, right? And with time winners. Again, remember all these things were done when none of us were able to really, do anything offline in Shanghai. And as we all know, that last year there's many sad news about our industry. Many bad behavior, and we're able to put all together. So let's go to the next page. Yeah. So our format and goals in 2023. So before that, I would like to also introduce a small bit of the other events we've been doing. One is the Web3 Social House. We have the Web3 Social House 1 in Denver. Web3 Social House with sushi and delicious food. Number 2, that's in Tokyo. And number 3, we're probably going to do in Korea or Dubai. Then we come to the East Shanghai 2023 is our second East Shanghai. So this year we're going to do these kind of like collaborating and innovating hacker house for 4 or 5 days. And all the hacker house will not fully organized by us. So every hacker house have their own sponsor, their own host, have their own topic. You are able to maybe move in a very chill place in Shanghai, or maybe it's for like a WeWork place, different style, but people have different but the same goal, to help decentralization movement go prosper. So that's our hacker house week. And then will be a chance to learn and reflect the idea. That's the big day, right? 2-day main stage presentation, keynotes. Many of our friends are in like all the other countries, so they were dial in from Zoom and just able to give you feedback of your projects. And we're still figuring this out, but I guess our youngest hacker might be only 12-year-old or 30-year-old. We haven't figured out, but we received the interest from these hackers. That's quite surprising as well. Then this will be like a community day with some like other online events. Okay, go to the next page. Yeah. Now that's the timeline. And by the way, if you are interested, please go to East Shanghai Twitter or search East Shanghai in Google. You will find last year timeline. Last year is a little bit smaller, but you will see the vibe of the community and those great innovations done by the community. Last year is really cool as well. So this year, again, 2024, it's June 24th in Hacker House. And then the next 1 week is like building, mentoring Hacker House. Mentor will dial in from all different countries. They were able to do all the other interesting things offline. So there will be people flying in Shanghai just to help you guys. And then a main stage. The main stage will be holding in one amazing educational institution. It's one of famous university in China. We're still gonna keep it confidential for now, but hope you guys gonna like it. Then the main stage just we might see people from State Foundation and many other OGs that believe in this story and want to deliver this story. Please go to the next page. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the commercial part, so I'll just skip. So if you're interested, please contact the host. And this is also the commercial part. Please go. Please skip. Yeah. Yeah. So let's work together. Something we wanna always emphasize, right? We always know that there's so many conferences out there, right? There's DevCon, East Global. There's like all the different amazing progress, amazing programs, amazing fellowships. One thing we wanna emphasize is we wanna make ourselves not only the host but also part of the game. Right? Even within our company, we encourage the engineer to just forget the jobs. Take 2-3 days off to really fully immerse in the hacker house. I will recommend the team we partnered, we invested to fully get into this kind of like community-driven projects and community-driven events. So I think that's the secret sauce of success. So yeah, so this is my story of East Shanghai, and only 15 minutes. So I hope it's not too long. And if you have any questions, please contact Chen Yi and us, and we'd love to share more. So I think eventually, every great project who want to return back to the community, were able to host or able to help build this global Ethereum or global Web3 community together. It doesn't matter where you're from or which country you live in, which citizenship you hold. It's all together. And as we demonstrated last year, without any people living in their own house, we were able to throw a great party, great event, and let people to innovate together. This year, with a better, warmer market environment and with a warmer travel restriction, I think it will be much more, fantastic. And we love to hear opinions and feedback from the global community. So thank you for the host, and thank you for everyone. Yay.
Oh, thank you. So actually, we have like 3 questions collected from the community, and I want to ask you. So the first question is, what inspired you to start organizing events and building a community in the Web3 space?
So I went to several events. The first one is DevCon 2, but I was not, I was a student, right? I think that's 2015. I was like college student, sophomore, junior year college student. I was still thinking whether I should drop out, and eventually I dropped out to do my own stuff, right? Last network, that's 2017. But the first year I was in Shanghai, and then there was many global events. I was like, oh, people are actually going to gather to these events and to build together. So before that, I was also hesitating about the crypto space. I know it's an innovative technology, but I don't really know how people build, right? But I figure that's actually the most active open source global event out there. People are gathering there, engineers are gathering there. So I think I should just connect to them. And that's my experience. And during my own stop, during the tough days, 2018, 2019, 2020, that's the deadly bear market, all the VC left Web3. That's even worse than right now. I think we able to survive because we have connection to the community. So when we need some help, we just ask people from the community, say, hey, we need one engineer to help me on this. People just show up. They don't really ask for pay. They don't really ask for whatever. That's amazing, right? So that's why when we launched our own DAO, we did airdrop and we want to return back to the community. But that's not enough. I think the great platform, the great DAO infra like Bitcoin, there's many other great DAO infra. It helped everyone were able to make everyone so easy to create their own community, create their own, their own tribe. And I was born in Shanghai, and my first crypto event is the DevCon 2 in Shanghai. So there's no reason to say, oh, there's no great event in Shanghai. So I think that's why in 2022, that everyone was still in the lockdowns in Shanghai. I believe, okay, it's time. Let's get a groove. Let's do this. That was a quite successful experience. And I also heard other stories, like people from Vietnam, people from Thailand, people from South America. Those countries are not so developed, right? But these people are true believer of the decentralization movement. They think the global internet should be all connected. So they host those cool events. They're able to get the help, they get a donation from all over the world. So I think we're not really in that help. We are better. We have our own treasury to help our developer community. But for those smaller organizers, I believe our community and this global crypto community is the true home. They can ask for help. So that's how we get into those events and why we want to start from Shanghai or East Shanghai. As a Shanghainese, definitely want to try that. Yeah.
Okay. The second question is, do you have any plans this year to expand your community and attract more builders?
Yes. So last year it's of fully online, right? There's many problems with online because people don't see other people's face. So this year we're gonna try online plus offline several hacker house, and we also figure out that like we maybe not limit this thing in one geographic place. So we maybe want to make it like more global, more diverse. I like the movie, the Marvel movie Thor. Marvel movie Thor. There's a script from the Thor superhero that he say Asgard is not a place. It's people. I think Shanghai is not a place. It's people. Like decentralization, cyberspace, metaverse is not a space. It's people. So once we have these people, once we have the community, we don't need such a physical land or whatever to do events, right? So yeah, let's be more global. So this year we even allow anonymous people to, it can be an AI to attend in this conference, to partner with other engineers to write code. I think eventually that's going to come true. You maybe have AI teammates. That's good, right? So yes, more inclusive, more people. Do not limit people by their geographic location and by their language. That's our goal. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So the final question will be, what advice would you give to the global Web3 builders who want to connect to the East Asia community and expand their market and connect with more builders? So what steps they should take?
Yeah. I think my advice or my feedback is like we need to be global and like decentralized. Second, we also need to be local and respect to the local culture and local people, right? I mean, for example, this year it's first time of many things. First time of East Tokyo, second time of East Shanghai, and then in the Middle East and Southeast Asia, it's also first time for many conferences and many builder gathering events. Yes, we need to be global, but we also need to respect the local culture, local builders. So every time we went to a local place, we went to a place we don't really know, I will look into the numbers of students, engineers, college, those people who live in the open source and want to contribute. I think that's important. That's important to connect to the local people and always respect to the local community. That's why this year when we do East Shanghai offline, we are connecting and talking to top college in Shanghai because that's where the young people gather, right? Even though maybe in college they don't teach the smart contract, but they're the hope of the future. The young people, they want to learn. So there's no reason not to stop them, not to sponsor them, not to help them. So that's my feeling. And always to learn the local language. So when I was in Japan, I was speaking Japanese. Our team somehow in Korea, they speak in Korean. Some of them they're learning. Some of them they have local partners to respect the local people, the local language, local culture, and to get the place local talents gathered and help them with this idea. I think that's more important. That's the advice I think most the other previous conference probably don't notice, but this is many things new for first time.
Cool. Thank you, Suji. Thank you for your time, and hope to see you on Ethereum Shanghai.
Yay. Bye. Hope to see everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Suji. Now let's welcome our second keynote speaker for today's Web3 Builder Mixer, Sad. So Sad is the founder of Web3 Cash, and when I travel to Cash, I meet a really great Web3 community there. I will give this stage to Sad, and we love to know more about Turkish developer community. So now it's your time. Thank you, Cash. Thank you, Sad.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Said. I am living in Turkey and Turkey's small town Cash, which one is an amazing place for all digital nomads, actually, not just for Web3, all digital nomads. Today, I will introduce to you about Turkey, Turkish small town Cash, which one is a Web3 center, Web3 developers and Web3 community center in Turkey. And I also give information about opportunities, Turkish opportunities, and Turkish I will give information about Turkish Web3 community. Now I can share.
Yeah.
I can start my sharing keynote.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Nice and big. Yeah, cool.
First, I will give some small information about Turkey. Why Turkey is has a good opportunity about Web3 communities. We have firstly we have a strategic location. Our geopolitical position is like a bridge in geographic area in the world. Like we are between Asia, Europe, and Africa, and we are in the middle of all these things and all supply chain and especially from beginning to history, we are like a bridge and on the way center from history and humanity lines. And we have actually last happenings like after pandemic COVID and Russian and Ukraine or some situations. I will give also about information about this, how affect Web3 community in Turkey. Turkish has a rich cultural heritage and diversity, encourage different perspective and creative solutions. And we have a young generation and really active, and we have a potential energy from a young generation from Turkish also, which one is moved and came to Turkey and started to live and started to communicate our community. This is our general location from the map, and Kashi is a really small town. Which one is location? Turkish south and east area. South and east corner actually, next to Mediterranean Sea. Our Web3 Hub is started to 15th June 2022. We opened Hub Web3 Hub in Kash. Actually, we started the events before opening our office because so many Web3 developers, entrepreneurs, VCs, and so many digital nomads came to Kash, and we met together and we started to make events like first the meetings and drinking tea, like coffee parties. After we started to like making workshops, and after its communities developing themselves, like naturally is happening, and we started the events after we opened our hub. Until opening, we made actually more than 120 more events. Not all of these is about just technology or Web3. We also making like psychological and improvisation events, like psychology, how we can be mentally strong, and for our startups, how we can do like these things. And we make several events, and we started to connect social life and personal life, and Web3 works. We mixed actually. We mixed and we connect technology and personal life. And also, it's naturally happening in a network. A lot of startups born from here. I am really happy to say these things, because when people came here and they met each other, and some of them they have ideas, and some of them they have abilities, and they started to make, started thinking, meeting, and they created groups, and they started to startups, and we also supporting them, and we are giving also consulting for everything. It's happening like this. And we made a lot of workshops, events. Also, we start opening courses. Which one wanna make a new job when world is evolving themselves and they wanna adapt. And we opened several courses, like coding course, designing course, several courses we made. And I wanna give small information about Kash. Kash is like a paradise for digital nomads, actually, because when you come here, it's a really small community, but really high education, and you can be in nature, and same time you can be in community. You can grow themselves, and you can when you want, when you need, actually. you can go out easily from the stress because we have a really historical time and a really good nature and small town, and you can go to walk in historical streets and in beautiful nature, and you can take out of from stress, and you can live like sustainable work and good life. I wanna give you, I wanna show you some small video about Kash. It's like a small trailer about Kash. So you can, it's our amphitheater, antique theater. It's historic, like 3,000 years. Actually, democracy was born from this land. I think some problem. Can I open another place? This video. Maybe you can,
Yeah, sure. We will make the clips to cut this one. No worry.
But it's not working.
So maybe you can just share the video. It's also okay. I mean, you open the video and you play that.
I will. I will.
Yeah.
It's our antique theater.
Wait, we
Beach.
cannot see that. Wait a moment. Maybe you need to change the sharing. So now you are sharing the point. Maybe you should change to share the video. Then we can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Maybe you first stop sharing and then share the video and.
Yes, maybe. Now it's can you see?
Now we can see. You can play from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
It's our antique theater, and we made several events here also. We made some events. We made movie nights. We made some speech, and it's our Patara Beach and Patara Ancient City. Patara Ancient City, which one is the first democracy in humanity history. First parliament here, actually here. It's our Kaputaş Beach, and we are making. We have in Kaş, you can a lot of opportunities. You can diving, you can paragliding, and it's our center, Kaş center. Actually, we have a really good community because so many musicians and artists joined also our Web3 community, and they want to learn, and they have an idea for some project in Web3. Last week, for example, one musician came and she has a startup idea to make an app and sharing her arts, music playing in Web3 area like dance. It's our nature, our location. Sometimes we are making a boat tour, and we are connecting these things, events and nature. Sometimes we are making events in nature.
Cool. So I think now, yeah, change back to point. That will be perfect.
Now it's okay.
Yeah. I think you play it, then it will be good. I mean, yeah. It's okay. I mean. Yeah. Now it's good. Cool.
Actually, which I told you, we started making events in Web3 Hub. We started to renting some beaches, some cafes, some places, some restaurant, and we started to making events at there. For example, we made with Lang, and we rented some beach, and we three different startup idea make a presentation at there, and one crypto project made a presentation at there, and we actually it's our first gathering, 1.5 years ago. We started small, and after we realized we need to open our place for our workshops and events and meetings, and we start open our Web3 app. I want to tell you also how it's happening from the beginning. Firstly, Kash was really amazing place, but not for just digital nomads and Web3 entities. Firstly, pandemic, everyone stuck at big cities, and they started working from remotely. And so many people think if they can work remotely, they don't have to sit at home. They can go some nice place, some cozy place, and they can work with their laptop. And its first wave came in pandemic. People started to come to Pash because it's cozy and no one is checking so hard like in big cities in pandemic time, because it's really hard rules happening in big cities. And they came here and so many high level digital nomads, not actually just digital nomads, which one is working on technology like IT guys. They came to Kash and they started to work here and they started to live here. Second way, Russian-Ukraine situation, they escaped from there because so many freelancers website doesn't start to pay money to Russia, and some sanctions. Second wave came like this, and it's naturally happening like a small digital nomads community. And we realized this, and we started like meetings, some parties, some it's like natural organization. And after we started like regularly with workshops and some events, we decided to open Web3 Hub Cache, and we choose this name. Web3 Hub is a real hub, because if you are a digital nomad, if you need something, you can come here. If you need consulting, you can come here. If you need to find any team member for your project, you can come here and you can meet the people. If you need some like personal, like advice, consulting, anything, and because I will show you after this. So many digital nomads also came with their families, and we opened children class for coding class to around 9 between 12 years old. And community create themselves like it's like a DAO, because we are not strict rules communities, because it's happening themselves and people are coming and we want to make events here. Okay, it's your place. And this community has a really good synergy. We are sharing knowledge each other. If some expert about technology and IT, they can give a course and workshops. If some psychologist has a good like, and she wanna support to comment about success or life experience, she can share their knowledge. And we are supporting, community is supporting each other and growing a really strong relationship. And we have a strong bond and synergy, like all this process is happening really good, and some natural way we made a really good community. It's photos from some children class. It's not coding class, but it's art class, and parents and teachers are waiting themselves. It's also like we are giving this culture from beginning. This DAO mentality, like Web3 is not just technology or code. We have also like our philosophy. like equality, diversity, like DAO mentality. And we are living in this mentality like all way, not just for technology, like with community and also decision and in real life. And Turkey is a bridge between lands, and Web3 Hub is also Web3 Hub Cash is also bridge like between technology and work and people's humanity life. We are connecting actually each other these things, and we can see real life results. And also these photos from our events. Left side Web3 is tamam. Tamam is really good word which one Russians like. And right side also from your events and some topic. Nowadays, community is getting really grown, and we have several different communities, like Russian communities, like European communities, and but they are also connecting each other. And some days in Kash, sometimes we are making 3 events in one day. It's about crypto workshops and like from beginning. It's about like startups, and people are coming here, and they are learning which one from another side. For example, one day one VC came, and he is sharing his experience. If he has a meeting with startups owners, co-founders, and what is he looking for? And he's sharing his experience, and some entrepreneurs asking him, if I can come to you, what are you looking for me, and which tricks, which hacks, and they are learning from each other. And some successful entrepreneurs are coming, and they are sharing his experience, how he raised his startup. It's also good big life support in cash. And people are also sharing like about some technical issues about Web3, and they are teaching each other. And we have also really artist community from normal life, and all this community is moving nowadays from Web2 to Web3, because when they are designer from their last part, and they are becoming like NFT artists or design for Web3, and especially nowadays, is AI, artificial intelligence, is really big hype, and nowadays we have a lot of course how people can use AI effectively in their job. For example, if this one designer coming, and they are using how design and making something their art, and how they can add AI to their job. And another one is like for example coders, and is they are sharing experience how they are using AI for coding and their job, and about another side process. And it's actually really good, because you can learn yourself, you can take experience when you are using something, and after when you are sharing to community, and you can see another opportunity, because Web3 area is so really rapidly growing. For example, like we made like blockchain after like some season NFTs, and last time AI is came, and it's happening a lot of things. It's storm. Personally, you can't catch and follow everything and in same time. But community can catch. If someone is community can do something, and when you are sharing experience with community, it's really big giving advantage to you. And people can grow with community easily and more opportunities. And we are giving like newsletters every week, and we are sharing our groups. We have Telegram groups, Instagram channels, social media channels, and these photos from like beginning and same time 2 meetings. And we wanna give to community for all age and all size, like catching technology same time, because not just Web3, every technology area is rapidly grown, and we have to catch and follow and use. We have to use in our area. This photos from after our meeting, and in this photo, 3 CEO and 5 artists in cash, like not just technology, art life, social life, and we are getting together. It's like a real community, not just from one side. This is Ilya. Ilya Korolov is he is Russian VC, and he shared his experience, how he became VC and how he is looking when he made with startup founders. And we have also really a good social life. We are managing some parties, Web3 parties, time by time. And actually, I want to share my experience. Maybe business world is changing. All times they are meeting in plazas and big table, and they are wearing a suitcase, and they are starting to like seriously. But time is evolved, and it became like they started to meeting with dinner for agreement. But nowadays, last generation, I realized for last year. Three entrepreneurs and investors meeting in parties. It's so funny, and they are making connection in parties, and also they are deciding in parties. This time is changing real estate, and I realized this. Now nowadays parties is not just have fun. They are also like sometimes it can be business meetings. Also making connection and network is really good. I think I can see from Kash. And we have really we made really good things, and our project is became because Kash is international place. So many different people came from the world. And we made really good and strong connections worldwide, developers, Web3 developers, and Web3 entrepreneurs. Now and so many digital nomads started to make a circle like Bali, Dubai, and Kash, and some much our friends they went to Bali and come back, and they are going to Dubai and come back, and we made an international circle, and also we have a connection in Turkish community, and Web3 founder in Ankara. Their center is Ankara, and this founder is my friend, and we opened more than 100 university in Turkish university college, blockchain club. Also, Turkish generation has a really big potential, and they are making hackathons, events, workshop, educational course, and we have also really young developers potential, and I am following them, and we are making collaboration events, and it's also big opportunity. But in Cash, we are usually like they may already became entrepreneur and developers, and we are working with this community. In the future, we hope that Web3 Hub Kaş will reach the goal of becoming a global attraction center. Actually, it's becoming already nowadays. We aim to create a global network, collaborate and with other Web3 communities, and we are also following you, and we are following another Web3 communities. I think Kaş is the most good places, one of the most good places in the world for Web3 communities. We are not small, middle, big family in Kaş, but we want to become part of big Web3 family in the world.
Thank you, thank you. It's really amazing. So I may have a few questions from the community to ask you. So the first one is, do you have any plans this year to expand your community and attract more builders?
Yes, actually, we are making a plans. Actually, we made same plans 2 times before. One of is, you know, like Turkish big earthquake, and we had some deals with government. And last time earthquake happened, and we delayed our program. But actually, we saw in the earthquake, Turkish young developers worked like hackathon in 2 or 3 days. A lot of application they made from Web3 builders. Actually, I saw like we collect a lot of donates from crypto. They opened a crypto account and wallets for foundation, Earthquake Foundation, and they made a really good app for communicate and make a supply chain when we are sending aid to people this area. They made really good applications for supply chain, and we saw this how Web3 area working our real life, how we can touch to real life and helping to people life. And we saw several potentials after this also in Web3 area for like communication, because sometimes when big like earthquake happening and some technical problems also can be happen, and you have to create another way. And also we saw like some centralizations applications can be fall down, and the decentralization communicate channels is always working. We saw this. Now it's our topic. We delayed 2 times, and we are planning to end of this summer. We will make a big cash blockchain week. We are planning, and we will invite all of you. It will be like hackathons, and we will visit. We will invite a lot of our friends, and also we will inform you. We will make in cash blockchain week. We will make like workshops, hackathons, events, also both parties. I hope we will see. We are also planning several events like this also.
I mean, it's great. Sounds great. I mean, Cash Blockchain Week. It sounds great. So definitely, if you hold that event, I will join. Yeah. And
Thank
the
you.
second question, the second question will be, with an increasing number of builders choosing to become digital nomads, have you noticed an increase in the number of travelers go to Cash in the recent years?
Say again. Sorry.
So with an increased number of builders choosing to become digital nomads, have you noticed an increasing in numbers of travelers coming to Cash in the recent years? They travel to Cash, more people? Yeah.
I can't hear you very well last word.
Okay.
Can you?
So do you notice more travelers and builders coming to Cash recent years?
Yes. Yes, so many digital nomads started to choosing cash. Actually, I think it's affecting social media, because when people came to cash, especially entrepreneurs and developers and builders, when people came to cash, they are sharing their experience. They are amazed here. And last week, tone builders, Telegram tone builders came here, and they're artists, and they felt really regret, and they asked themselves why we didn't come before. We heard Kash, but we didn't came before. And when they come here, when they see this community and this spirit, Kash, Web3 spirit actually, because when you visit some simple cafe and you can see one entrepreneur and one builder and one member of the big Web3 community from the world. It's like a small town, but it's really big effect. And when you are eating something and you can say to highlight some of big crypto CEO, and I don't want to give a name, but it's happening every day like this, and they amazed and they inspired and they are like giving information to their friends. And nowadays it's like in a normal area, one influencer share some photo and information, and people start to come. Also, we have a small community in the world, actually Web3, and we are separate, but we will connection strong and more, I believe. But when people came here and they let know their friends and they are sharing their experience, and more digital nomads and more builders started to came to Cash, and they want to see. They are amazing, and you also had an experience when you came.
Sure.
It's really good spirit. It's happening good spirit and good vibes in Cash, and I am happy to share this information.
Cool. The last question will be, could you tell a story of a builder in your community who you think this guy is cool and you want to share the story about that guy? Yeah.
Actually, we have a lot of stories about startups. First one, when we are making like small party here, and three guys came and they started to meet each other. And one of his developers, one of his designer, but she has no experience before in Web3 area. She was just a designer. And another one is like manager, social media manager, and they is started to work together, and they made a startup like this. And we have also two metaverse company, which one is burned from here, metaverse companies. And I wanna share you last stories. So many people when they started to work Web3 area, and they became their members, and so many of them they made a first meeting in our office, and we are helping them also contract. 1 month later, I don't want to give a name also, she came next to me and she was so worried, like, and her face was so upset, and she said, I think I got scammed. And I asked her why, and they sent me some number and they said it's your salary, and she has no experience before crypto, and they sent they opened on her account some stable coin, and they sent stable coin, and it's in a good amount, but she doesn't understand. And she started like blame me because you was the middle of my, and you met with them like this. And I said, okay, we calm down. And when I explained to her, and she became less, and so many stories like this. People are adapting to Web3, and actually everything is networking. You are not earning money from internet or another tools. You are earning money from people. Another thing is tools is like middle way. When you met the good people, right peoples actually, and when you are making networking and synergy, is happening really good things. And we are making, we are providing area and space for this synergy, and it's happening like this.
Cool. I mean, thank you very much, Seth.